Welcome everybody to Inside ARCS FlightCast episode number 1. This is not just flying, so if you don't like flying, please stick around. This is pretty much just a wrap up of the previous week in ARCS, and I got some pretty cool videos that I made of all the different series that ran this week. We'll kind of go through them all one at a time and get to watch some videos and also fly a plane at the same time. So cool idea I had, and I was like, hell, might as well see what happens, and here we are. So in the future episodes, we'll try and have some race winners on as well. This one was kind of just put together last minute today, but stay tuned. We'll have some videos from the races, some highlight videos. TNT and A Squared put together a little highlight video of both of those races, and then also have videos of the finish of ARCS Extreme at Slinger and ARCS ARX at Slinger as well. Then of course SNS off this previous week, and TNT was at Chicagoland, and A Squared last week was at Charlotte. This week we are at Gateway, or WWT, whatever you want to call it. So again, first episode, don't have any race winners on for now anyway, but we'll definitely work on making that happen in future episodes. So these are going to be pretty short, nothing like the Behind the Driver, not a 2-hour podcast. Try and stick to around an hour. But let's get into it. We'll go ahead and try and get this plane up in the air, get it kind of on autopilot, get it flying itself. I have not played this game in a long time either, so this may honestly be Inside ARCS Flight Crash episode number 1, but hell, we're gonna see what happens. But anyway, if you don't like flying, that's fine. Stick around. Got some videos later on of races throughout the week here in ARCS. And I don't feel like going through each individual button through the stream, so we're just gonna bring the checklist up, auto complete it, does everything for us. As you can tell, there's a lot of buttons inside this plane, and I haven't played in a long time, so I don't feel like making y'all go through that. Me just looking for buttons. Yeah, hopefully we don't send it off the end of the runway, but we'll do our best here. All right, start an engine and autocomplete all this stuff, because like I said, I don't want y'all to have to wait for me to find buttons for 15 minutes. And our flight path today is from Detroit, Michigan to the Dover Air Force Base right outside of Dover. Obviously, the Real Cup Series is at Dover this week. Kyle Busch starting on pole, Blaney starting second for tomorrow's race. Alright, our engines are almost stabilized. Alright, engines are stabilized. Auto-complete this page. Now we're ready to request for a pushback.
Detroit Metro ground PR 1221222122 requesting pushback.
Make sure my parking brake. Yeah, okay, parking brake is off.
Pushback request accepted.
Yeah, I'm hoping Blaney gets the win too. That'd be awesome. He's shown signs of speed this year, just not enough to get the job done, unfortunately. Definitely the fastest Ford though, all year. Alright, we're getting a pushback. I can't ever remember if it's to the left of the pushback or left of the plane. So let's find out.
Metro ground PR 1221222122 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Yeah, Blaney's been my favorite ever since Casey Kane. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oops. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Yeah, Blaney's been my favorite driver ever since Casey Kane retired.
Detroit Metro ground PR 1221222122
Loved Casey Kane and then
requesting the end of pushback.
swapped over to Blaney.
PR 1221222122 request to end pushback received. Detroit Metro ground PR 12212222 request
Gotta
taxi
work
for
on
west
my
departure with Quebec.
Graphics a little bit on this game because it's a little laggy, but
taxi 2 and hold short of runway 22 left via taxiway kilo tree Yankee for Yankee.
and yes, my air call is PR 12 to 122122. Presidential Racing 12, but
Taxiing hold short runway 22 left via taxiway kilo
I don't
tree
have
Yankee
those
for Yankee
car
cross
numbers
runway
anymore,
9
so
left Yankee 10 PR 1221222122.
got different car numbers this year with Bryn in the 84, Lilac in the 80, I think. I don't even know my own team's numbers. Boss is in the 40, I know that. Yeah, solid call number. God, these objectives need to go away. I don't care about objectives. My objective is to get to the other airport and not crash while we watch some racing videos at the same time.
PR 12212212 hold position caution other traffic. PR 12212212 to continue taxi. Roger PR 12212222.
This is the worst part, taxiing to the end of the runway. But we'll also, like I said, have some highlight videos from some of the races this week that I'll show here in just a moment. Then we'll go over a little bit of what we have coming up this week in ARCS. Yeah, this game is super fun. My graphics card, it's really good. It's just like anytime I like look left or right, it gets kind of just laggy a little bit. So it's just, I just got to get everything set up perfectly to try and get that lag to drop off a little bit, but it's a really fun game. I mean, the weather, like right now, I have live weather leaving Detroit, so this is literally what it looks like outside right now in Detroit. You can definitely fly through cities and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Definitely would recommend it if anyone is interested in aircraft like I am. Yeah, it's probably fog in Dover for sure. I don't know, hopefully the fog moved out from when we were there. We'll see though. Hopefully I remember all the buttons on this thing, because I have not used this flight stick in a few months. But if we crash, we crash. But anyway, as soon as we get it up in the air, get autopilot turned on, we'll set our cruising altitude, and we'll shift over to some racing. This past week in ARCS.
Detroit Metro Tower PR 12 2122
Don't know why it's telling me to do that, but
departure to the west.
I'm gonna get me another drink here, because nothing better than a slightly intoxicated pilot on your Delta flight to Dover.
Runway 22 left PR 12 2122
All right. Let's get ready to take off here.
Delta 618, turn next taxiway.
Yeah, I feel like most Delta pilots probably have a few drinks before they... Definitely if you're flying Spirit. Let's get a little more in the middle here. Alright, passengers of PR 12 2122 122. Hold on to your pants, because there's no telling what's going to happen here.
Turn next taxiway.
Oh, there's another plane. Oh,
Delta 618,
oops.
exit runway when able. Detroit approach PR 12 2122 is type
Alright,
Airbus
now let's see if I can
A20
figure out how to
Detroit
take my
Metro
wheels
900 feet. Request clearance
off.
to transition Bravo airspace.
There we go. Alright.
PR 12 212212 to Detroit approach. Squawk 2445.
Yeah,
Squawk
they didn't get the memo.
2445, PR 12
It's time for us to go.
PR 12 212212 radar contact 3 miles southwest of Detroit Metro, 2,800 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Alright, let's see if we can
Bravo airspace PR 12
get this thing in
2122.
autopilot and we're gonna go 20,000 feet.
On one tree for decimal tree. Good day.
134.3 PR 12212222. Goodbye.
Alright, so now the plane is flying itself. We're going through the clouds.
5,600 feet.
Hell, I think the plane's flying itself.
PR 12212212 Detroit approach altimeter 29.9.
Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. We're just climbing very, very, very fast. Just trying to get where we need to go.
Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved PR 12212222. Cleveland Center PR 12212222 is type Airbus A20 and 4 miles north of 78 Mike India 10,700 feet. Request flight following.
Alright, let's go to 30,000 feet.
Squawk 0064 PR 12212222.
We're gonna do a little bit better this time. Just 500 feet a minute. We don't want to, we don't want to kill our people on board.
Roger PR 12212222. Cleveland Center PR 12212222. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
PR 12212212 to Cleveland Center.
All right.
Bravo airspace.
Now that we're up here flying,
Bravo airspace PR 12212222.
we will start with. Let me make sure I have auto throttle on. Auto throttle is on, so. Lowered the throttle there. We'll be alright. But here we are flying over Lake, I think that's Lake Superior. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, we're good here. Flying smooth on autopilot. It's got us on track, so we'll move on to the racing part of this podcast. I'm going to turn this desktop audio down a little bit here. Alright, so first up we'll go over, we're going to save A squared for last. We'll start with ARCS Extreme from Slinger Speedway. Super late model cars that run on Monday. It's a lot of fun. If anybody's interested, get with Dustin Painter or myself. Really good racing, but I'm gonna mute this desktop audio and myself, play all this video.
Racing tonight. This is a great idea. We got to do the Mazda MX-5s here because this is a lot of fun. Definitely. What a blast. This track has been 33 degrees of banking, a little quarter of a mile bull ring in the middle of Wisconsin, and iRacing has brought it to life. Slinger Speedway is going to be conquered by Dustin Painter. He wins race 8 of the Extreme Series. Ryan Pittman in second, Austin Purnell in third. Guys are going to hightail it down into pit lane. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Dustin Painter, your race winner. Kevin Feemster couldn't make it out tonight, but he said it looks like it's a fun track. Yeah, you bet your shorts it's a fun track, man. Dustin Painter's going to give it a couple of spins, and we're going to collect our top 3 fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to Painter.
All right, that was Extreme Series from Slinger Speedway. Dustin Painter was your race winner in that series. Really fun series. It's really laid back. Not a lot of cars on track, but still just a lot of fun overall. Next week, we'll look at their schedule later on here in the podcast. But like I said, really fun series. Let's get this plane climbing just a little bit more here. All right. So next up, didn't have anything Tuesday in ARCS. Didn't have anything Wednesday in ARCS. But then Thursday, TNT went to Chicagoland for round 12. It's a really good race. I personally had a lot of fun. I think everybody else did too. But now we will play a highlight reel from TNT from Chicagoland. Enjoy.
When's the last time you ever went to Chicago? How about these Gen 4 cars? When's the last time you saw them at Chicago? Race 12 in the Thursday Night Thunder calendar comes to the Chicagoland Speedway. Noah Belleville running for another win this season. Toby Estes on his outside, trying to get closer to Jacob Prince at the top of the points, waiting for the signal. Green flag is out. Let's go racing. Caution flag is out at the Chicagoland Speedway. First caution tonight, and it goes to the number 9 of Seth Wansing. That gorgeous Terry Labonte machine just losing control, and oh, he's crunched up pretty hard. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he just gets run over by Tommy Withers and destroyed by Thomas Andrews. One more look. Matt Kent just avoids that one. But Wansing gets... .29 of Briley Wright. Did he get loose? Did he move down on that 31? See if we can go on board with the 2-9. Thomas Andrews almost caught a piece of that, on board with Matthew Kent. Side there, white flag's not out yet. John Honeybrink gets loose right ahead of Tristan Catania, and now the white flag is out just ahead of race leader Noah Belleville. Does Belleville take it easy? Does he just let these two continue to battle it out? The pride of DeSoto, Missouri, going for his 3rd victory this season. He's getting ever closer to that points championship. Jacob Prince doing everything he can do as well, and so did Toby Estes. But when the dust settles under the shadow of Chicago, Noah Belleville reigns supreme. He wins TNT round number 12. These two, Tom, still fighting it out. Honeybrink and Catania, one more lap.
Yeah, one more lap. We see Catania get underneath Honeybrink there. Looks like he's gonna run away with the spot unless he blows his corner.
Great run into that 3rd corner for Tristan Catania. John Honeybrink too far to mount a charge. 0.6 will be the unofficial gap between 11th and 12th. And this driver right here, Noah Belleville, driving a world-class race tonight. He wins his 3rd race this season.
What a drive. What a drive by the 41. Very talented guy we've had. We've seen his development over the years, and it's just a joy to watch him. I don't like to lose, but it is a joy to watch his improvement over the years and how he's been the last few seasons. He's been something else. He's a really, really good driver.
All right, that was a highlight video for TNT from Chicagoland there. Noah Belleville got the victory after only one caution. So pretty good race. I also came home in 4th, so not too bad for somebody that doesn't know what he's doing. Then we move on to Friday night, the ARCS series from Slinger as well. Same track that Extreme ran on Monday night. Definitely another more relaxed, laid-back league, but it was a lot of fun. I was on the call for that one. Listening back to the broadcast now, I know that I need to adjust my mic volumes because I was a little bit too loud, but that's how we learn. Anyway, here's a little highlight. I did not do cautions or a highlight reel for this one. This is just the finish of ARX from Slinger on Friday night. Laps to go. John Hagen gets a little loose. 1 lap left here at Slinger. John Hagen's probably going to get this thing unless he loses it. Jeremy, I just tried to... I don't know what Jeremy was doing. They're wrecking per second. I think Gaiman got it. Jeremy's, I think, yeah. Hey, they made it. Oh, there you go. There's your finish. John Hagen, winner. Joshua Gaiman in 2nd. Jeremy just hit the safety truck down there. That was ARCS from Slinger. John Hagen got the win. Joshua Gaiman, Jeremy Briault rounding out the podium. I think we had like 35 cautions in that race. It was wild. Those cars are very hard to drive, but still, it was a lot of fun. Calling that race. Didn't have my buddy Feemster with me, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. So, still flying the plane here, the Delta Airbus A320. Got about 310 nautical miles till we get to Dover. We're probably gonna skip that. Not gonna do that whole flight. We'll skip to descent here at the end of the podcast, but got one more pretty cool highlight video. Comes from the ARCS A² race at Charlotte. That was last Sunday night. It was a good race. Had a few cautions, but nothing crazy. So, see if I can't get this to come up. Here we go. All right, enjoy this highlight video from A² from Charlotte.
Pace car is going to pull off. It's going to be on Hagen's. It's going to be on green flag control here. Green flag is out, and away we go for the bracket breaker 300. At the middle here, going to send Kruger up high, going to get in the Cheney, and that's going to also collide Lilac Sear as well. So a bit of a situation. Drivers will go around. Pinnell ends up kipping the whole bit. There's Alfred's George. There's Ryan Gomes. They'll get a little bit sideways. Lilac Sear got a lot of the damage there. You can see her car pretty torn up. Emma Kruger there. She's got it going. Car's obviously got some scars as well. And you can kind of see in the wide shot, it looks like Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. So 2 Gear Cats cars involved in this, maybe 3. 2. Millet and Gaiman look clear. Wanzing under pressure here from Breo. Mongol going to try to make a move on Wanzing. Is it going to be Seth Wanzing out the stage point? As they come across the line, John Hagen crosses the line down the stage, and that will actually cause the end of the stage. And it looks like Wanzing will keep it by a fender. So it's going to be Hagen, Adams, Featherplace, Wygant, Michelle, Proudfoot, Gaiman, Millet, Breo, Wanzing, your top 10. Austin Mongol was kind of hoping they could maybe race to the flag there, but race control calls it when the leader crosses the flag to end the stage. Breo there in 8th. Sharp in 9th. Wanzing in 10th. Adams and Featherplace fighting hard here. Featherplace electing to take 4 tires as well. Sorry, Zach Millet took 4 tires. So he's going to have the fresh tires here to try to cut through the field. Final lap in the stage. Gaiman going to cruise to victory. The question is, can Millet make something happen here? Almost runs in the back of Featherplace. Millet sitting in 6th. Still side by side. But as Gaiman's going to come off 3 and 4 here, he will take the stage. We'll show it right there. He will take and cross the line in stage 1, and Millet will get just ahead of Featherplace there. So Millet will end up getting, looks like he was supposed to get 5th. Looks like Featherplace will clear out here, so we'll see if that cycles itself quickly. But Josh Gaiman will get the stage win here. His 4-tire strategy worked out to a treat, and he will take stage number 2 here with John Hagen there in 2nd. With Hagen in 2nd, Michelle in 3rd. There goes Sears, hits the wall similar to Breo. Gaiman has to be in there, sent forward, does not get hooked on Cheney though, and it sends him sideways. And you can see him spinning through the grass, over the turf, I should say. Now it's not even grass. And luckily we'll get it fired back up, but yeah, he'll come down the pit lane here, and that's what happened to Gaiman. So now we'll take a look here as well what happened to Mike LaJoy. This is the cause of the caution. So we'll go, usually when in doubt, we'll go chopper camera here. It's usually indicative of what happens just up the road from where the incident happened with Josh Gaiman. There you can see Tom Sears and Patrick Oberstadt. So play at 4 speed here. Michael Joy here coming down. Oh, he came down right on the nose of Stefan Oberstadt there. It got him turned. And then we'll cut the TV1 here. You can see then shoots him up the racing surface here. And then you can see Austin Mongol, Dale Markowski not going to be so lucky. And bam, right in the front end of Dale Markowski. Tears off the front end. Now we'll play it at full speed. Shoots him out the racer. There's Cheeseburger Lawrence. He has nowhere to go. And then you see David Wright luckily gets on the brake, but Mark DeLayla maybe not so lucky there. You can see he ends up piling the front end too as well, with nowhere to go for him. Run here, off corner exit. Can't get the job done. Still going to be side by side. Hagen loves seeing this because they're burning up their stuff behind him. So as they rage on here again, still side by side, trying to make something happen. One driver looking to maybe make a blink here. Who will get the advantage? And whatever Lane does, Zier will be ready to capitalize to get that spot around here. But if Zier leaps up a little bit too much like there, gets a bad entry in a 3 and 4, that's opened the door for Patrick Oberstadt to have a chance to get a run here. And we actually have a caution here. Looks like it's Kenneth Cheney. And you can see, oh, big tear up there. Lauren's going to cut through the grass. Looks like a few other cars as well. Tom Sears may have had a piece of this as well. Maybe just taking evasive action. There's David Wright. He's kind of slow. Don't see any major tear-up damage on that car. DeLayla, he looks all right. Look, Kenneth Cheney, though, the major damage here. I'm not seeing another car. So as the cars begin to fight for position here, battle for position, make things happen here. Just make sure the audio's good. You can see Sears right there. He gets in a big incident there on the wide shot along with Catania, I believe that was. And Sears has a second incident along with Catania. Both coming up the race surface. Nowhere for DeLayla to go. Nowhere for Jeremy Breo to go. And that will be incident number 2. Just checking the audio levels there. And that sometimes can happen on restarts. You take a look, you check the incident, and then next thing you know, cars end up being involved in an incident here. So there's Catania there. He's also pretty torn up here. So we'll have to take a look at what happened. Maybe not Millet's case, but Game will definitely be a driver that blinks first when his window finally opens. But up towards the front we'll go. Wygant closing the gaps now down to a 10th. They've left Wanzing in the second pack in the dust. Hagen has got 2 wins on the year. Wygant does not have a win yet, but he does have a Truck Series championship in the HTL Truck Series, and is a very strong driver looking to try to get a good win, try to get himself off to a right season start tomorrow in the HTL Cup Series for the duels, which you can tune in on ABN1 to watch. Selfish plug, I know, but might as well plug as both drivers will be attempting that race tomorrow. Both have charters, so we'll see where they can start tomorrow night. But right now, 1-2. But right now, they got the focus on Charlotte here first. Both pulling away from the pack. Wanzing there, you can see in third, holding up the train with Proudfoot, Millet, and Zier, 3 through 6. And then it's Featherplace, Oberstadt, Adams, Gaiman. Now Gaiman loses a spot to Oberstadt. And now Sharp has climbed her way back inside the top 10. And we actually have a caution here. That is going to pull a big-time strategy move here. And there you can see the tail end. Gaiman involved. Ryan Gomes, Ryan Pinnell, Patrick Oberstadt, Jonathan Adams. And I wonder what exactly happened here. I'm not going to say speculation. There's Patrick Oberstadt. He had to jump pit lane quickly. Josh Battles involved. Brea looks like he picked up his clip he just lost. He was also involved. Again, very torn up machines. Alpha George looks okay. Ryan Gomes, though, he's pretty torn up there. His front end is. There's Josh Gaiman. He is torn up here as well. See the white flag here. 1 lap to go. Brought to you by Smeal Racing Designs. If the graphic could load, there it is. Smeal Racing Designs brings you the final lap, and it's a gap of a second between the two here. And up to the back line here. Michelle, Oberstadt both get clear. Proudfoot, as they're going to race hard to the finish line here, but it looks like it may be little too late for Oberstadt, but back towards the front as John Hagen passes his team boss here. He will come across the line, and he will take his 3rd victory here tonight. John Hagen will win here at the Bracket Breaker 300, with Seth Wanzing coming home in 2nd, and Lilacs here rounding out the last step of the podium here. And as the rest of the drivers file on in here outside the top 10, Seth Wanzing looking to try to give a little tap there to Hagen. And you can see right there the B-Tron teammates all very happy with each other right now. A little tap of respect. And even Wanzing coming up giving a little tap of respect there to Hagen. As Hagen has brought home his 3rd race win of the year. And he will now tie, funnily enough, Zach Millett here. There's John Adams of the B-Tron racing car here coming in for a little love tap as well. But John Hagen, win his 3rd race of the year. He could be a threat when playoff time comes around. I was saying in the draft, he was a steal that late in the draft. Felt like he should have been a first-round talent, and he's proven my prediction right now as he's won his 3rd race of the year, 4th for B-Tron Racing as a team, and that will promote them to the most successful team this season so far here in A squared. I was trying to think of the next word there, but A squared was the word I was looking for.
And there you go, A squared highlight video from Charlotte. John Hagen got his 2nd win of the week after winning last Sunday at Charlotte and then last night at Slinger in the ARCS series. So Charlotte was a pretty good race, longest race of the season for us in A squared. Now we'll pull up the schedule for technically next week, but some of next week is in April, so we'll take a look here at the schedule, and then we're going to skip ahead to our final approach for Flight Sim. So we have, there you see the 2 that are missing that are in April are obviously A squared tomorrow night at WWT Gateway, whatever you want to call it. Heard that car is pretty tough to drive, so gonna try and turn some practice laps today, see what it feels like. Then Monday night, ARCS Extreme will be at Oxford. That will be Monday night at 8:30. Obviously Tuesdays are free as of now. Wednesdays, ABN Champ Car at Phoenix. I believe that that's still correct. Could be wrong on that, but then on Thursday, May 2nd, we have TNT at Pocono. So go into the tricky triangle. Friday, we have ARX at USA Dirt. Then Saturday, May 4th, SNS comes back to current Atlanta. We already ran there once at the old Atlanta. Now we're going to take the Gen 6 cars to New Atlanta. And that will be the schedule for this upcoming week. Then, of course, A Squared will be at New Hampshire the day after SNS. That will be the finale to our A Squared bracket challenge. So that'll be cool to see who is going to take home that victory. We have 4 left right now. It's between me, Seth, and hold on. I have to look it up because I can't remember anything anymore. Bracket challenge is between me and Seth, and then Daniel Michelle and Brandon Fetterplace. So 2 drivers will move on after Gateway, and then the finale at New Hampshire. So got a lot of good racing coming up here in the coming week, and hopefully everybody will come out and race whatever you can. If you are interested in a series, get with one of the admins of that series. But now we're going to try and land this plane here in Dover. No promises, but we'll see what we can do, and then we'll close this thing out. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's not what you want to start with there. And my landing gear's not down. Where's my markers? I need my cheat code here. Oh, my flaps aren't up either. I don't remember how to put my flaps down. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, there we go. There's the flaps. Yeah, we're going to have full flaps here. Oh, yeah, we're going way too fast. This could be bad. This could be bad, ladies and gents. Oh, Fetterplace, you missed, like, probably the best podcast ever, dude. Oh, now we're too low. Okay, well, let's speed it up here. Had some highlight videos of this week's racing. Kind of just went over what we had going on this week, and then flew a plane kind of at the same time. Just an idea I came up with last night, honestly. Not even gonna lie. So that's what's cool about being me, is I can do whatever I want to. So had the idea. Here we are, landing the plane at Dover Air Force Base. Didn't actually see the track. Okay, here we go. Oh, little bumpy there. That probably, yeah, there might be some people that have a headache after that, but hey, we did the best we could. What did I do? Put my fucking parking brake on? Jesus Christ. I want to get off this runway. Damn, I may have blew an engine. I think I did. Oh, did I turn my parking brake on? Come on. Well, now my mouse doesn't want to work, so I can't tell if I turned my parking brake on. Alright, let's put the flaps up. I don't hear the engines. I may have turned the engines off. Alright, well, we'll call it a success at that. Next time we'll try and do a little bit better on the landing, but it is what it is. Don't know why my engines aren't doing anything. Piece of shit Delta plane. But anyway, here's the weather in Dover right now. Should be pretty close to that, but appreciate y'all tuning in. Oh, parking brake is engaged. I don't remember what oh. Was that the parking brake? Obviously, y'all can tell I don't know what I'm doing. Haha. Now we can go somewhere. See, I thought I was going to end this thing. I have no idea where the terminals are, though. Pretty sure this is an Air Force base, so I don't really even know if there are any terminals, but we'll see if we can't find one real quick. Then we'll turn this plane off and get the hell up out of here and keep this episode to less than an hour, which is what my goal was. You know what? I don't see any places, so we're gonna park it right here. Put the parking brake on. Now let's turn this thing off, if I remember how. Engine's off. Let's see, how do I turn the other stuff off? Engine generator off, off. No, I didn't want that on, off. Engine generator off. Fuel switch pump. I'm pretty sure my mouse is just trying to die on me here. Fuel switch pumps off. Batteries, where's the battery? Battery. Battery. Off. And there we go. Flight finished. And that'll finish up our first ever episode of Inside ARCS FlightCast, where you get my two favorite things, flying and ARCS racing. If you didn't like it, don't watch it next week. I don't know. But there are some pretty cool highlight videos in there that I spent a pretty good amount of time on, so make sure you watch it. We'll try and do one every Saturday. Can't guarantee that because life happens. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. That was fun. We'll do it again next Saturday if I'm around and recap everything that happened this upcoming week in ARCS, starting tomorrow with A Squared at WWT, ARCS Extreme at Oxford, TNT from Pocono, Champ Cars at Phoenix on Wednesday. Skipped over that, sorry. Friday, ARCS is at USA Dirt. Saturday, SNS at New Atlanta. And then in 2 weeks' time, A Squared will go to New Hampshire. So, thank y'all for watching. Had a good time doing this. That was fun. Still, remember how to fly the plane, just a little bit at least. So, we'll see y'all Tuesday night for HTL. I'll be in the booth with Eli Sasick for that call at Auto Club. So, till we see y'all next time, make sure you stay on that loud pedal.